Batas International Media. www.batasmedia.com. From the Philippines to the world, for the glory of God and service to mankind.
Bagong alyansang tagapagtaguyod ng adhikaing sambayanan.
Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Mystica at your service. And of course, I would like to welcome everybody to the Better Globe Power. And as you will see, I have once again the CEO and Chairman of Better Globe Group, none other than Mr. Rino Solberg. So how are you today, Mr. Rino Solberg, after our first episode yesterday? How do you feel?
I feel fantastic, and I believe I'm getting better.
Okay. I hope everybody's going to say the same thing every day, each time that they wake up early in the morning, right?
That's the way to do it.
Exactly. Okay, so here we are again. I may as well take advantage of the fact that you're still in the Philippines, because I know that you're just going to be here for a few days more, right?
That's correct. I'm leaving on the 22nd.
Okay, on this 27. So you may as well say to the audience or say to the whole world about the Better Globe that you need to tell right now.
Well, one thing for sure, Better Globe is going to break world records when it comes to tree planting and saving the environment. We have huge goals, and because of the huge goals, we need millions of people to help us. We cannot do it alone. We need you and your organization. And anyone who wants to join us is welcome to join us through their organization or privately through Mystica Charity Foundation. And we need people who really would like to make a difference and be part of the world-changing, global, I should say, organization that we are really putting up here in the Philippines.
Yeah, well, as I know, you're going to be meeting at least 3 big people today. Of course, because you've already started talking to a few organizations, because like we mentioned yesterday, we're just going to be choosing at least 12 biggest organizations in the Philippines to start with. We don't know later, maybe some other groups going to be coming in as well. So at least we can, reach our goal of having 12 organizations to get involved first. So that's what we're going to do today, right?
Yes. Well, we can have 2 organizations if they are big enough, or we can have 15 or 20 organizations if they are smaller. But we are just going to reach our goal to really plant millions and millions of trees in the Philippines here. And the same we are doing in Africa to get money back, because the matter of fact is that Better Globe has created a charity system which really pays interest. The more you give, the more you
receive. Okay. Well, talking about organizations, Mr. Solberg, what type of organizations are you really talking about? Do you have any specific type of organization?
Well, we can call them organizations, but they can also be groups of people.
Okay.
It can be religious organizations or groups. It could be a political organization or group. But of course, I think that the ones that we really are looking for is the one that has humanitarian interest.
Okay,
or,
that's good. Yeah.
Environmental interest. Those are the first one we're going to look into and try to get on board. And,
wow.
And there are many of those kind of organizations also in the Philippines here. So we're going to have meetings with the Rotary and other big organizations, and that could be Lions, it could be Kivanis, which I know personally from Norway, because I've been a member of these, at least some of them. So they are big organizations, and there are many, many more that we can work with.
Well, obviously, all, I might say, I think all of these organizations are into humanitarian anyway. So, meaning, right, especially like religious organizations, for example. This is an example also that I want to share to everybody, that this coming Sunday, on the 25th, I should say, the first religious organization I'm going to be serving. So I'm going to be a servant for them, because I'm going to be giving some motivations on how we can build up this foundation or these organizations that they have right now. You know, because it's really possible to have a small organization and build it up through these members. And of course, through my power, through my support, through my energy and everything, we're going to build them up into a big one. Okay?
Like
the big ones, that's the most important of it. Because right now that you've given me the tool, the right tool, which is this Better Globe, and I just created a formula And that formula is something else, because it's a formula that I'm going to have all these organizations get involved with this. And the name of this is going to be the Better Globe Billionaires Club. Okay. He's got the tool. I have the brain, I have the power, and I have the formula. So meaning I am going to enforce this. Because as we know, everybody has a responsibility. Okay, number one, you have a responsibility for yourself. And of course for your family. And the next, for the organization you're in. It's either a religious organization or whatever, because you are a part of it. So if you're a part of a certain organization, you have a responsibility. And what is your responsibility? Just a little contribution. What is 1,000 donation, for example, to start with? Exactly. For example, so like in the Bible they say, give 10% to your organization or to your church or whatever. Why can't we do that if that's really what is needed, right? Or if you said, well, I don't have enough, so maybe I cannot give this 10% right at this moment. Well, give it, each time that you have, right? Because, ladies and gentlemen, one reason why these people are successful, because they have the key. And one key is sharing. If you know how to share, of course, you'll be successful for that. As long as you do it voluntarily, as long as you'll be happy for it. Because as a good servant, you have to do it with your own heart, with everything, right? Because all the resources, we got them. Okay, we have the brain. Number one, we have the willingness to work. And then, of course, we are the willingness to share. So, once you have all those, you'll be successful. Because, as I learned from you, success is just within your reach.
That is true.
Right? Success is just within your reach. Yeah. Without the power that I'm getting from you right now, because you are already my number one motivator. Because as soon as I met you, remember, when you asked me, what is my biggest dream? What is my goal? And I said, my goal is to make money right away. And then, what did I say? To make money and then retire. But that's not it.
No.
What did you say?
I said that is not a goal.
Exactly.
Because you need to do something substantial, have a goal that is much bigger than yourself.
Exactly.
And I think that you have really gotten that now.
Right.
First and foremost, to save the environment, helping people, getting wealthy and sustainable themselves for organizations.
Exactly.
And also, you want to build what I've seen you are planning now is to build many
organizations.
No, I'm talking about the clinic.
Okay, I am planning to put up some emergency clinics. It's not only one, I have lots.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to put a big goal right there. It's not only one, because if it's just one, then it ends right there.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to know how will you get it, and who's going to be the person, who's going to be the people involved. There are a lot of Filipinos who are really willing to help as long as you lead. If you are a good leader, if you have the power in order to lead all these organizations, for them also to make money out of it, why can't?
Well,
it can be done, right?
Better Globe has created the tool
exactly.
and the way to do it. And in that process, we are saving the environment,
exactly.
helping things that should be done long time ago, and we can do a lot with what we are doing here. So in fact, our saying also is that doing good, making
money at the same time.
In the process.
Okay, so you're going to be, yes, you are creating wealth through helping people and saving the environment.
That is correct.
You cannot have anything better than that.
No,
right?
I think that's a worthy cause.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you explain to us what your savings like? While you are saving, while you are actually helping people, and how can they make money at the same time?
Well, it's very simple because, like I said, we take donations, and those donations are dedicated to special trees that we have been working on for 6 years to develop ourselves in Africa. And those trees yield money over 20 years. So instead of taking people's money and hope to invest it somewhere or do like other people might do, we are not doing that. We take donations, but we will then see to that the trees are planted. By that we eradicate poverty, or helping eradicate poverty in Africa, and we donate trees to the Philippine market. So for every tree planted in Kenya for money to come back to the Philippines, we also donate directly trees to the Filipinos, so to be planted here. And on top of that, because these trees that we have picked yields a lot of money, they are hard wood, very high quality mahogany trees, and after 20 years they yield more than 10 times the donation, and we give that money to the people who donate. We don't need the money ourselves, we are just taking care of the trees, and that is all we need to do, because we are not there for the money ourselves. We want to be really helping the people. So in that respect, they can continue give. If you every time you give one, you get 10 back.
Exactly.
It's obviously that
Can you
you
believe
can never
that?
stop. You
It's
can
just
never
like
stop.
you're saving something for your future, for yourself or for your family.
Yeah, that's
So instead of putting up into something that later on it will just collapse or whatever. For example, I've invested 5 million for a certain Mystica rock disco about 7 years ago. In 1 to 2 months, it was gone. So can you imagine if I've invested on trees on that?
Well, if
See?
you invested 5 million, you would
Exactly, I
have
could have got, exactly, because on the 5th year, starting on the 5th year, see, I could have gotten like 10 already, 10% each time,
Yeah, that's
each
true.
year. But of course, it's a learning lesson, so it's
Well, that
not
was-
too late.
that was
It was a
before
learning,
we
that
had our
was
system
before,
also.
exactly. Okay, but right now that I know exactly how to get there, so why do I still have to go around and put my money to somewhere else or into something else that I know maybe today or tomorrow it's just going to be gone? Well, in fact, this one, it is very safe because all I have to do is just put it right there and let all these African people take care of the planting and everything in Africa. And of course, to be able to have something also in the Philippines, you're going to be donating. Better Globe is going to be donating some trees also. See, for one tree, and it's going to be equivalent to 2 to 5 trees here in the Philippines.
That's right.
We cannot get anything better than that, right?
No, I think so. And while,
Yes.
while they're planting in the Philippines, and also don't forget we're giving money. Apart from that, Mystica Charity Foundation is going to
Mystica'S,
get the small
yes,
part,
exactly.
and also the PWDs.
PWDs, and of course, most especially, who's gonna have the benefit, most especially to these religious organizations or any other organizations, or it can be a school. That school might have a big, they might have a lot of members who can actually be a part of this too, because it only takes about 100,000 members to be able to get in here. So if they got that, or if they can really create more people with them, and they're gonna be in to this, the Billionaires Club.
That's right.
It will only take 10 organizations, or 12, I should say, 12 organizations, for example, because our main goal is 12, 12, 12. And that's the reason why I created a formula that it would be nice if we can have at least 12 organizations to get involved with this. All they have to do is just have 100,000 members to be able to donate at least 1,000 pesos, or probably if they even want to give more, right?
Yes.
Because the more you give, the more you receive. So if this organization can actually generate more than 100,000 people to get involved in this, definitely they're going to be a part of this
Well, if
Billionaires Club.
If they get 200,000 donations for
Definitely, they're going to have 2 billion
Yeah,
right
exactly.
away within 20 years.
That is right.
Or not only that, it's not going to stop there. What if this organization could at least have this 100,000 people donate each year? So meaning it's starting
each year is not enough. So that's very
100,
good.
yeah, 100 exactly. Meaning to say, starting on the 20th year, this organization is gonna be earning more than 1 billion each year.
Yeah.
That's only for one organization. Okay? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we're really get hotter in here, I'm gonna give you a little break because we're gonna be right back. So please stick around and stand by.
Batas International Media, www.batasmedia.com, from the Philippines to the world, for the glory of God and service to mankind.